After several weeks of mounting speculation and whispers echoing through the corridors of Maranello, the truth is now out in the open, and it is seismic. Ferrari is preparing to part ways with Riccardo Adami, the long-standing performance engineer who has worked with titans like Sebastian Vettel and Carlos Sainz. But now, his partnership with Lewis Hamilton is nearing its end, as the Scuderia plans a bold restructuring of Hamilton's engineering team for the 2026 season. And frankly, it doesn't come as a surprise. Hamilton's 2025 season has been riddled with strategic blunders at the worst possible moments. Races that could have been salvaged or even won slipped away due to poor tyre calls, mistimed pit stops, and an overall lack of chemistry between driver and pit wall. As the season unfolded, it became painfully clear that Lewis, a man known for his deep technical feel and split-second instincts, was not on the same wavelength as those guiding him from the garage. As grey clouds loomed and the track danced between wet and dry, Ferrari once again hesitated, but Hamilton didn't. In a flash of brilliance, he overruled the team's cautious approach and made the call to switch from intermediates to slick tyres long before others dared. The result? A surge through the field while others faltered. It was a reminder of the Lewis Hamilton who has conquered every type of condition on every type of track, and why his voice should carry weight in every strategy discussion. And it was also the moment the world realised something had changed. In the post-race interviews, Hamilton dropped a tantalising clue, mentioning a new figure within his engineering circle, someone from a former team with whom he was already building trust. That wasn't just a passing comment. Now the writing is on the wall. Riccardo Adami, despite his years of service and wealth of knowledge, is expected to be reassigned, with Ferrari exploring the idea of bringing in someone with Mercedes DNA to work alongside Hamilton in 2026. The objective is simple: give Lewis the team he needs, not just the car he deserves. The 2025 Belgian Grand Prix will be remembered not just for its treacherous skies and relentless delays, but for the fierce, unyielding fight that unfolded beneath them. Amid a weekend drenched in chaos and uncertainty, Ferrari rose from the mist with a performance that reignited belief, and it was Charles Leclerc who carried the flame. As thunderclouds loomed over Spa and the event teetered on the brink of disarray, Leclerc delivered a masterclass in resilience and racecraft. He may not have had the raw pace to challenge the blistering McLarens up front, but he made sure nobody else got close, especially not Max Verstappen. What followed was a high-stakes chess match on wheels. The Red Bull star threw everything he had at Leclerc. Dive bombs, DRS, daring lunges, but the Monegasque refused to blink. Every corner, every braking zone, every slick part of tarmac became a stage for Leclerc's defiance. It was not just defense, it was domination with a sword in hand and Ferrari's pride at stake. As Lewis Hamilton continues to acclimate to the SF25 and settle into his new chapter with Ferrari, a fresh face has emerged within his engineering team. Ferrari has appointed a new performance engineer to work directly alongside the seven-time world champion, a man by the name of Johannes Hatz. Hatz comes from a motorsport-rich lineage, being the son of a former Porsche executive. His professional journey began with roles at Porsche and Audi, where he built a solid foundation in high-performance engineering. He later transitioned into Formula One with the Faenza-based outfit, formerly known as Alpha Tauri, and now competing as Visa Cash App RB, where he held several technical roles. Hatz officially joined Scuderia Ferrari in January 2024 as part of Charles Leclerc's engineering team, but he is now being transitioned into pivotal role, supporting Lewis Hamilton, replacing Riccardo Adami, who has been reassigned within Ferrari's technical department. Although the precise scope of Johannes Hatz's responsibilities remains closely guarded, the role he now occupies as performance engineer is anything but minor. In the high-stakes world of Formula One, it is one of the most vital cogs in the machine. From dissecting telemetry and optimizing vehicle dynamics to guiding real-time decisions during race weekends, the performance engineer operates at the intersection of data and instinct, serving as a crucial translator between man and machine. But in Hatz's case, this role carries even greater significance. For the remainder of the 2025 season, he will work alongside both Lewis Hamilton and his current race engineer Riccardo Adami, not just to support the seven-time world champion's push for stronger results, but to quietly prepare for something much bigger. Behind the scenes, Ferrari has mapped out a transition plan that will see Hatz gradually shadow and absorb the nuances of Hamilton's preferences, communication style, and technical language in live race scenarios. The end game? A full-scale promotion. Johannes Hatz is being primed to take over as Hamilton's race engineer in 2026. This isn't just a change of headset, it's a complete recalibration of the voice Hamilton will rely on when the lights go out throughout next season. With Formula One undergoing a radical regulation shift in 2026, Ferrari understands that continuity, synergy, and trust between driver and engineer will be more critical than ever. By embedding Hatz into the heart of Hamilton's current engineering team now, Ferrari is laying the groundwork for a seamless transition when the stakes will be at their highest. For Hatz, it's a rare opportunity to learn from the inside, in real time, working with one of the greatest drivers the sport has ever seen. For Hamilton, it's a chance to shape the very person who will become his closest technical ally as the sport enters a new era. Though there is no public display of tension, the decision to begin phasing him out from Hamilton's immediate race operation speaks volumes. Internally, it's understood that Adami's expertise remains valued, but the chemistry with Hamilton, particularly in race-critical moments, hasn't reached the standard demanded at the sharp end of the grid. Ferrari, historically protective of its own traditions and personnel, appears to be breaking character, and in doing so, it is quietly giving Lewis Hamilton something few drivers have ever had at Maranello: influence. This change is not merely functional, it is philosophical. Maranello has long been guided by a proud engineering culture rooted in hierarchy, legacy, and a distinctly Italian rhythm of operation. But Hamilton has arrived with a different tempo, one shaped by years of racing excellence at Mercedes, where strategy and communication were symphonic in their precision. Hamilton's preference for clear, assertive decision-making is beginning to reverberate across departments. Ferrari is no longer just giving him a car, they're allowing him to help shape the team around it. It is no coincidence that Hamilton's most dominant years in Formula One were built on the bedrock of his relationship with Peter Bonington, the calm, measured voice who guided him through championship after championship. Bono wasn't just an engineer, he was Hamilton's co-pilot, reading races the same way Lewis saw them unfold. That level of synchronicity cannot be manufactured overnight, but Ferrari, in bringing Johannes Hatz into Hamilton's inner circle, is beginning to sow the seeds of something similar. Of course, Hatz is not a Mercedes man, but his motorsport pedigree, combined with his time at Porsche, Audi, and AlphaTauri, offers a versatile and modern perspective. His job for now is to embed himself quietly, to observe, to learn, and to interpret the nuances of how Hamilton operates. But beneath the surface, a bigger picture is taking shape. This move also reaffirms something greater. For all the mystique that surrounds Ferrari, for all its legacy and lore, the team is finally acknowledging that to return to the top, it must evolve. And Lewis Hamilton is at the center of that evolution. He hasn't just joined Ferrari, he is beginning to change it. One engineer, one decision, one race weekend at a time. His mission isn't merely to win, it's to restore, to take the most iconic team in motorsport history and etch his name into its revival. The addition of Johannes Hatz is just one piece of that vision, but it's a critical one, because if Ferrari is to rise again, it won't just be through machinery, it will be through people and the partnerships they forge at 300 kilometers per hour. Do you think Johannes Hatz will be the key to unlocking Hamilton's full potential at Ferrari, or is Maranello taking too big a gamble by replacing a veteran like Riccardo Adami? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, goodbye for now.